Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into a critical issue affecting millions of Californians, the growing poverty crisis in the wealthiest state in the United States. It's easy to associate California with Hollywood glamour and Silicon Valley innovation, but beyond those shimmering facades lies a harsh reality for many residents. We're going on a road trip, so to speak, through the top 10 poorest cities in California, exploring the factors that contribute to their economic struggles. Buckle up, because we're about to explore a side of California that doesn't often make the headlines. Our first stop is Anaheim, home to Disneyland, a place where dreams are supposed to come true. Known as the happiest place on earth, Disneyland attracts millions of visitors each year, all eager to experience the magic and wonder it promises. Ironically, for many residents, the reality is far from magical. While tourists enjoy the attractions, the local community faces a different story, one that is often overlooked. Did you know that a staggering 63% of middle-class households in Anaheim live paycheck to paycheck? This statistic highlights the financial strain that many families endure, struggling to make ends meet despite working hard. That means a single unexpected expense, a medical bill, a car repair, can send them spiraling into debt. These unforeseen costs can be devastating, pushing families to the brink of financial collapse. This financial fragility makes them incredibly vulnerable to economic shocks. The constant worry about money takes a toll on their mental and emotional well-being, creating a cycle of stress and anxiety. Think about it. The people serving you churros and operating those whimsical rides might be struggling to keep a roof over their heads. These workers, essential to the Disneyland experience, often face the harsh reality of low wages and high living costs. The high cost of living in Anaheim, particularly housing, plays a significant role in this struggle. With rent and property prices soaring, many families find it difficult to secure affordable housing. It's a classic case of income inequality, where wages haven't kept pace with the rising cost of basic necessities. This disparity leaves many hardworking individuals and families in a precarious position, constantly battling to stay afloat. Next, we head to Bakersfield, a city known for its oil production and agricultural industry. While these sectors might seem like economic powerhouses, the reality is much more complicated. Bakersfield has faced persistent economic hardships, often overshadowed by California's more affluent coastal areas. Unemployment here is stubbornly high, and many residents struggle to find well-paying jobs. The decline of traditional industries, coupled with a lack of economic diversification, has left many feeling left behind. Imagine working in the oil fields, a physically demanding and often dangerous job, only to find yourself struggling to put food on the table. That's the reality for many in Bakersfield. Our journey takes us to Fresno, located in California's fertile Central Valley. This region, often referred to as the breadbasket of the world, is known for its vast farmlands and agricultural output. However, beneath this veneer of abundance lies a stark reality that many are unaware of. You might think a region known as the breadbasket of the world would be immune to poverty, but you'd be wrong. Despite its agricultural wealth, the Central Valley struggles with significant economic disparities. The fields that feed millions also hide the struggles of those who work them. Fresno has one of the highest poverty rates in the state, and the reasons are complex. Factors such as low wages, seasonal employment, and a lack of access to education and healthcare contribute to this ongoing issue. The statistics are alarming, but they only tell part of the story. Unemployment is a persistent problem, particularly in low-income communities. Many residents find themselves in a constant search for stable work, often settling for temporary or part-time jobs that offer little security or benefits. This instability makes it difficult for families to plan for the future. The lack of economic opportunities traps families in a cycle of poverty that can be difficult to break. Children growing up in these conditions face numerous challenges, from limited educational resources to inadequate health care. The dream of a better life seems increasingly out of reach for many. Imagine being a parent in Fresno, wanting to provide a better future for your children, but feeling like the odds are stacked against you. The emotional toll is immense, as parents struggle to make ends meet while trying to offer hope and stability to their families. It's a story that's all too common in this part of California. The Central Valley's beauty and bounty are contrasted by the harsh realities faced by its residents. Yet amidst the struggles, there is a sense of resilience and community that offers a glimmer of hope for the future. Chapter 4: Stockton, from foreclosure capital to fighting back. Our next stop is Stockton, a city that gained notoriety during the housing crisis as the foreclosure capital of the United States. While Stockton has made strides in recent years, the scars of that economic downturn run deep. High crime rates and a lack of economic opportunities continue to plague the city. Many residents struggle with poverty, unemployment, and a sense of hopelessness. Imagine losing your home to foreclosure, being forced to start over with nothing. That's the reality that many families in Stockton have faced. Chapter 5: Modesto, when the almond harvest isn't enough. We arrive in Modesto, a city surrounded by almond orchards and dairy farms. Agriculture is the lifeblood of this region, but it's also a source of economic hardship for many. The agricultural industry relies heavily on seasonal workers, many of whom are migrants. These workers often face low wages, unstable employment, and lack access to basic services. Imagine picking fruits and vegetables under the scorching sun, only to earn a wage that barely covers your basic needs. That's the reality for many agricultural workers in Modesto. Chapter 6: San Bernardino, from Route 66 to struggling to survive. Our journey takes us to San Bernardino, a city once known for its iconic Route 66. Today, San Bernardino faces a different reality, one marked by high poverty rates and limited access to healthcare. The city has struggled with economic decline, and many residents lack access to quality education and job training. This creates a cycle of poverty that can be difficult to break. Imagine being a parent in San Bernardino, worried about your child's health because you can't afford to take them to the doctor. It's a heartbreaking reality for many families in this city. Chapter 7: Merced, where educational barriers fuel poverty's grip. We arrive in Merced, a city in the heart of California's Central Valley. Merced faces a unique set of challenges, including a struggling education system that contributes to the cycle of poverty. Many schools in Merced lack the resources to provide students with a quality education. This limits their future opportunities and makes it harder for them to break free from poverty. Imagine being a student in Merced, stuck in a school that lacks basic supplies and qualified teachers. It's a recipe for failure, and it's a reality for far too many children in this city. Chapter 8: Salinas, the hidden cost of your salad bowl. Our journey takes us to Salinas, known as the salad bowl of the world. Salinas is a major agricultural center, but the workers who harvest our food often struggle to put food on their own tables. Migrant workers in Salinas face low wages, harsh working conditions, and a lack of affordable housing. Many live in poverty, despite their essential role in feeding the nation. Imagine picking lettuce in the fields all day, only to return to a cramped, unsanitary living space. That's the reality for many migrant workers in Salinas. Chapter 9: Visalia, priced out of the American dream. We arrive in Visalia, a city in the San Joaquin Valley. Visalia faces a growing affordable housing crisis, which traps many residents in a cycle of poverty. The cost of housing in Visalia has skyrocketed in recent years, while wages have stagnated. This makes it nearly impossible for many families to afford a safe and decent place to live. Imagine being a single parent in Visalia, working 2 jobs but still unable to afford a 1-bedroom apartment. It's a reality for many families struggling to keep a roof over their heads. Chapter 10: Santa Maria, the high cost of living on the Central Coast. Our final stop is Santa Maria, a city on the Central Coast. Known for its beautiful landscapes and vibrant community, Santa Maria is a place where many dream of living. However, beneath the surface, the city faces a unique set of challenges. Santa Maria faces a unique set of challenges, including a high cost of living and a lack of economic opportunities. The cost of housing has skyrocketed, making it difficult for many to afford a place to live. The city is a popular tourist destination, which drives up the cost of housing and other essential goods and services. Tourists flock to the beaches and attractions, spending money freely, which inadvertently raises prices for the locals. However, many residents work in low-wage jobs in the tourism and service industries. These jobs often do not pay enough to cover the high cost of living, creating a cycle of financial struggle for many families. Imagine working in a hotel or restaurant in Santa Maria, surrounded by tourists who can afford to spend lavishly, while you struggle to make ends meet. The disparity is palpable, and it affects the community deeply. It's a stark contrast that highlights the economic divide in this city. While tourists enjoy the luxuries Santa Maria has to offer, many residents are left grappling with the harsh realities of economic disparity. This divide is a pressing issue that needs addressing for the community to thrive. California's call to action: bridging the gap. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on important social issues. Let's work together to raise awareness and find solutions to the growing poverty crisis in California. From the glitz and glamour of Hollywood to the agricultural heartland of the Central Valley, poverty affects every corner of the Golden State. It's time to bridge the gap between perception and reality, to acknowledge the struggles of millions of Californians living in the shadows of prosperity.